Hello students, Standard 6. As you know, we already started the revision of chapter number 8 decimals in our class. So now we are going to continue the same chapter from where we left. So the first question is, write the following decimals as fractions. So the fractions are given, we have to convert that decimals in the fraction. So decimal fractions are given, we have to convert them as the normal fractions. First one is 0.08. Now as we know that when the number is in the decimal form, then we check the decimal places. Means the number of digits after the decimal point. And then according to that we have to put 10, 100 or 1000 in the denominator. Here you can see that there are two decimal places after the decimal point. So we have to put 100. If one decimal place, you put 10. Two decimal places, you put 100 and so on. So here you can see that it is written as 8 upon 100. Now we have to simplify also. So 4 2s are 8 and 4 multiplied by 25 is 100. So now the common factors are cancelled. So that number is written as 2 upon 25 as fraction. Take the second one. 0.32. So now here 0.32, in which also there are two decimal places. So we have to do the same thing here also. That is 32 upon 100. Now 4 8s are 32 and 4 multiplied by 25 is 100. When we cancel the common factor, it is converted into the fraction. So answer is 8 upon 25. Third is 1.25. So here also there are two decimal places. If you take out the decimal point, you get 125 upon 100. Now 25 5s are 125, 25 4s are 100. So cancelling the same factors, it can be converted as 5 upon 4 as a fraction. Let's take the another one, 0.225. Now here you can see that there are three decimal places. After the decimal point, there are three digits, 2, 2 and 5. So in place of 100, we have to put 1000. So that is 225 upon 1000. Now 225, if you don't know, then you have to make the factorization. 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 9 5s are 3 3s are 3 1s are. So it is actually, we can write down 5 5s are 25 multiplied by 9. Now 1000, we know that 1000, that is 100 multiplied by 10. 100 is 25 4s are. So you can write down as 25 into 4 into 10. Now there is no further factorization. So 9 upon 10 4s are 40. So your final answer is 9/40. So as I told you, you have to check how many decimal places are there, and according to that you have to take out the decimal point from the number, and in the denominator we have to put 10, 100 or 1000 according to the number of decimal places. Now take the another questions. Write the following fractions as decimals. So here the numbers are given in the form of fractions, but now we have to do the reverse thing, means you have to write out them in the decimals. Here they are very very simple, because already in the denominator there is 10 or 100 or thousands are given, so it will be very simple for us. So let us start. First one, 43/10. So now we have to go reverse like that. If it is 10 in the denominator, then in the decimal there must be one decimal place. It means that after the decimal point there must be only one digit. So here 43 is there. So if we need only one decimal point, it means that leave the one point on the right side and you put the decimal point. So your answer is 4.3. Second one, 173/100. So now here in the denominator there are two zeros. It means that in the decimal there must be two decimal places. Means after decimal point there must be two digits. So if you write down like 173, then leave two digits from the right, 3 and 7, and then you put the decimal point. So 173/100 can be written as 1.73. Third one, 15/1000. Now here you can see that there are three zeros in the denominator 1000, and therefore in the decimal there must be three decimal places, and therefore you can see that here it is 15. We need three decimal places, but we only have two places here. So the remaining place will be filled by putting 0, and then you put, so your answer will be 0.015, because we need three decimal places. We have only 1 and 5, two digits, so we need 1, 2 and 3. So on the left side we need to put one extra 0, and before that we will put the decimal point. Number 4, 7/1000. Here also you can see that there is 1000 in the denominator. It means there are three zeros, and therefore we need three decimal places in the decimal number, but we have only one digit 7, so we need two more places. So that to fulfill that we need to put two zeros and then decimal. So our number is 0.007. Fifth one, 6 integer 9/100. So now here First thing we can do it that the mixed number can be converted into the improper fraction. But it is already 100 or 10, it is not necessary. It means that here you have to put 6 and then already you have to put a point. Now check how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. 2 zeros, it means that after the decimal point we need 2 digits, but we only have 1 digit 9. So we have to put 1 0 before it. So 6 integer 9 upon 100 can be written as 6.09 as the decimal number. So it is not necessary to convert it from a mixed fraction to improper fraction. Let us take some more. 13 integer 9 upon 1000. So here also there is 13 already, and then we have to put the decimal point. Now 1000 is there in the denominator. It means that we need 3 decimal places. So now we only have 9, means 1 digit. So to complete it, we need 2 more zeros. So we will put 0, 0 and then 9. Don't put the zeros at the back, but you have to put before the number 9. 7th, 568 upon 1000. So here also the denominator contains 1000. 1000 means 3 zeros. 3 zeros. Therefore, we need 3 decimal places in the decimal. And we already have 3 digits, 5, 6 and 8. And therefore, just we put point, and before point it is necessary to put the 0. So 0.568. Now the 8th one. The 8th one is 1784 upon 100. So now here in the denominator there is 100. So there are 2 zeros. It means that we need 2 decimal places in the decimal number. So here 1784. We need 2 decimals. It means from the right side we need to keep 2 places and then you put a dot. So from here we count 1 and 2. So 4 and 8. So before 8 we need to put the decimal point. So 1784 upon 100 can be written as 17.84. 9th one. There is 5 upon 1000. Here you can see that in the denominator there is 1000. 1000 means 3 zeros. 3 zeros means we need 3 decimal places, but we have only 1. 5, so need 1 and 2 zeros. So 1, 2 and 3 decimals are there. And so you write down as 0.005. So when there is 10, 100 or 1000 in the denominator, it is very simple to convert them as decimal numbers. Now, same thing here, write the following fractions as decimals. But difference is that in the previous question, there was 10, 1000, 100 already in the denominator. But now, there is not situation like that. So first of all, we have to think to bring 10, 100 or 1000 in the denominator, and then we will convert it into decimal. First question is 9 upon 4. Now here 4 is there. So we have to find the equivalent fraction of 9 upon 4 such that there is 10 or 100 or 1000 can be there. So now we know that 4 multiplied by how much is 100? 4 is not in the table of, means 4's multiple is not 10. But 4's multiple is 100. So now 25 4s are 100. So we have to multiply 9 and 4 both by 25 to bring 100 in the denominator. So 25 multiplied by 9, 225 upon 100. So now we know that it is same like that in the previous question. There are 2 zeros, so 2 decimal places. So we put 25 at the right and then we put the decimal before it. So it is as 2.25. Second one, 13 upon 2. Now multiple of 2 is 10. 2 5s are 10. So here we will multiply numerator and denominator by 5. So 13 multiplied by 5, 2 multiplied by 5. 13 5s are 65 upon 10. So now only one decimal because there is 10. So 5, we have to keep only one digit after decimal point. So we leave 5 on the right side, and before that we have to keep the decimal point. Third one, 7 upon 5. Now 5 is in the denominator. So we have to find the equivalent fraction such that there can be 10 or 100. But here you can see that 5 2s are 10, very near. So we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So 7 2s are 14 and 5 2s are 10. 14 upon 10. So now we need only one decimal place. So from the right side we count one decimal is 4 and then we put point. So it is written as 1.4. Fourth one, 17 upon 25. Now equivalent fraction of 17 upon 25 such that there can be 100. So now we know that 25 4s are 100. So we need to multiply both of them by 4. So 17 4s are 68 upon 25 4s are 100. So 2 decimal points. So 68, there are 2 decimal already, and therefore we put as 0.68. Fifth one, 5 integer 3 upon 4. Now here first we have to convert it into an improper fraction. 5 4s are 20 plus 3, that is 23 upon 4. So now 23 upon 4 means we have to multiply 4 by 25 to bring 100. 25 4s are 100. So 23 also must be multiplied by 25. So now multiplication. $575 upon 25 4s are 100, and therefore it will be 2 decimal places needed. So 5.75 is the answer. Sixth one. 9 integer 3 upon 5. So 9 5s are 45 and 3 is 48. So now 5 2s are 10. So 48 multiplied by 2 upon 5 multiplied by 2. 48 2s are 96 upon 10. So 1 decimal place. So answer is 9.6. Seventh one. 7 integer 6 upon 25. So now if there is big number, or this one also, let me explain you to do a different way. Means the 7 integer 6 upon 25. So integer part is 7. So we can separate them. Means 7 plus 6 upon 25. Now only 6 upon 25 we have to convert into the decimal and then we will put point. So now it is 7 plus, now 25 4s are 100. So we have to multiply both with 4 and therefore it is 7 plus 6 4s are 24 upon 25 4s are 100. So now 7 point, now 2 decimals and there is 24 already. So we can do like that also. So it is simple. Then we don't have to go for the big multiplication. Here also we can do like that. 5 plus 3 upon 4 and only 3 upon 4 should be multiplied with 25 upon 25. So less calculations will be there. Last also we will do like that. 11 integer 13 upon 20. So now we will separate them. 11 plus 13 upon 20. Now 25 is 100. So we will multiply 13 and 20 both by 5. So 11 plus 13 5s are 65 upon 100. 2 decimal places are needed. So 11.65. That is the answer. So when there is not 110, then we need to multiply them to get the equivalent fraction such that the number will get 10, 100, 1000, any one of them in the denominator, and then we can do like that. So here we are going to finish today's video and it will be followed by the PDF. So whatever I taught you today will be in the PDF, so you will write down in your notebook. Thank you very much.